नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Tanidars, Kotaris, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV and Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world, cities sitting with us, having Nayana Diksha all over the world, Toronto, Tirukailayam, Houston, Kalahasti, Ohio, Prayag, Vancouver, Bhubaneswar, Seattle, Chidambaram, Washington DC, Sripuram, Los Angeles, Arunachalam, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Scottsdale, Arizona, Brisbane, Australia, Rogers, Texas, Sammamish, Washington DC, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Columbus, Sri Lanka, Oman, Sivagangai, Singapore, Singapuram, San Jose, Madurai, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Ceylon, Malaysia, Port Washington, New York, Enriching Temple, Bidadi, New Jersey, Omkareshwar, New York, Varanasi, Nithyananda Nagaram, Hyderabad, Phillip Island, Australia, Dakota Dunes, Karjat, Mumbai, Selayang, Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Surrey, Canada, Melbourne, Tiruvarur, London, Kashi, and some more cities. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, the Brahmotsavam, Nithyananda Brahmotsavam, is beginning in the ashram and all over the world. Not only in the ashram, all over the world, the whole Nithyananda Sangha begins the celebration of Nithyananda Brahmotsavam. All over the world, all the temples, ashrams are inaugurating the celebration by Dhwajarohanam, raising the flag, hoisting the flag between 9 to 9:20. 9 to 9:20 Indian Standard Time in Bidadi, the flag will be raised. Marking the inauguration of the Brahmotsava, the Jayanti Brahmotsava, Avatara Dina Brahmotsava from Tiruvannamalai. The Sannyas Padayatra is starting today. Large number of devotees are starting from Tiruvannamalai Sannyas Padayatra. My blessings to all the devotees. You will all experience Shivoham. Continuously chant Shivoham and walk. You will experience Shivoham in you. Large group of devotees are starting the Padayatra, Sannyas Yatra from Tiruvannamalai, and all over the world celebration begins. Mahadeva and Devi and Guru's deity, all of them are today in Sarvalankara, beginning the Brahmotsava. Let's receive the grace of Mahadeva and continue the satsang. see already all the gods, goddesses, siddha, rishi, muni, ganas have landed in Bidadi to celebrate the Brahmotsava. When an enlightened being is in the body, when an incarnation is in the body, not only human beings, his devotees, disciples celebrate his presence, even the siddhas, rishis, kinnara, kimpuruda, gandharva, gandhara, all of them also come down to planet Earth to enjoy his leelas and celebrate his presence. I can see already all of them are here to celebrate the Nithyananda Brahmotsava. Let's raise the flag today, Nithyananda Dhwaja, today, and start the Nithyananda Brahmotsava celebrations. Upanishads. This very word, when I utter, the joy, experientially radiating, I feel again and again how to introduce this book. Every dimension of this book is a separate book. Upanishads are the first and foremost book in the Vedic tradition, which is the first and foremost spiritual tradition of the world. Very conveniently, comfortably, without any contradiction, conflict, with all my integrity, I can tell you, the Vedic tradition is the first and foremost spiritual tradition in the planet Earth. Same way, without any conflict, contradiction, confusion, dilemma, with all my integrity, authenticity, I can tell you, Upanishads are the first and foremost books of the Vedic tradition. Even the book is a small word to mention Upanishads. Upanishads, they are source of all the spiritual thought trends, all the spiritual thought currents. Please understand, in Vedic tradition we developed 6 way of liberated thinking. Let me explain the word liberated thinking. Liberated thinking means a thinking style which constantly keeps you excited, enthusiastic, energetic, joyful, rejuvenating yourself, naturally intelligent and naturally aligned to the laws of life, and naturally blissful. By your very nature, you are blissful, intelligent, conscious, aware. You are hardwired to experience the peak possibility, highest existence. The thought trends which awakens your highest possibilities, which makes you live your highest possibilities, which makes you feel fully excited, fully joyful, fully awakened, fully alive. Those thought trends only we call liberated thinking trends. The sixth system of liberated thinking trends Vedic tradition developed: Sankhya, Yoga, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, Nyaya, Vaiseshika. These are the six major liberated thinking thought trends Vedic tradition developed. Sankhya, by understanding the existence, the laws with which nature is functioning, the Prakriti, nature, and the laws with which it is associated to the source, consciousness. By understanding those laws, aligning yourself to it, through this having a liberated thinking is Sankhya. Yoga, whatever you think as you, your body and mind, tuning this to the existence, through this aligning these two to the existence, through this experiencing that ultimate completion, fulfillment, knowledge, joy, excitement, bliss, existence, and feeling the bliss and experiencing fulfillment. This thought trend is called yoga. Please understand. I am just literally cooking the whole Vedic tradition and giving you in the form of a soup, hot soup. Drink it. Without any difficulty, you can just imbibe. Just bring your listening, that's all. Purvamimamsa. Through your actions, aligning with the various energies of the cosmos and experiencing the ultimate, experiencing enlightenment and fulfillment and completion, experiencing liberated thinking, that is Purvamimamsa, Karmaganda. And just by aligning your understanding, buddhi, about you, God, and the world, Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat, and living the liberated thinking style is Uttaramimamsa, Vedanta. And just by dividing, analyzing, just through the logic itself, understanding and having a liberated thinking is nyaya. Just by adding, including, through that experiencing liberated thinking is Vaiseshika. Sankhya, Yoga, Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa, Nyaya, Vaiseshika. These 6 liberated thinking trends, the liberated thought currents developed by Vedic tradition, each one of them are independently complete to give you the experience of liberated thinking from A to Z, alpha to omega. If you are practicing Sankhya, you don't need any support from yoga or other liberated thinking trends. The Sankhya is enough to take you from wherever you are to take you to wherever you have to be. Wherever you are, it can reach out to you and take you to wherever you have to be. It is an independent, intelligent, independently sufficient thinking trend through which you can experience liberated thinking. Listen. Independent intelligence, independently capable of leading you from where you are, wherever you may be. Wherever you are to where you have to be. Sankhya. If you are practicing, you don't need support from any of the other thought trends. Same way, yoga. If you are practicing, you don't need any support from any other liberated thinking trend. A liberated thinking trend is what we call in Sanskrit darshana. Ability to perceive. In English, you can't translate the word darshana into philosophy. No. Philosophy is too poor, superficial word. No. You can't translate darshana into philosophy. No. Maybe I'll create a new word. Philosia. A new possibility to see. Few of the masters have already used this word, philosia. So I may try to use that same word, philosia, to translate darshana. The Shat Darshana, 6 philosias, Vedic tradition developed. All the 6 are developed from Upanishads. Please understand, Upanishad is the mother who gave birth, who delivered all the Shat Darshanas. Upanishads are the mother who delivered all the Shat Darshanas. Each thought trend, each liberated thinking trend gave birth to thousands and thousands of sampradayas, paramparas, orders, which is equivalent of the world in the West religion. Please understand. What in the Western world you understand as religion, in Sanskrit equivalent for that word religion is sampradaya, order. Because Sanatana Dharma, the Vedic tradition, is the mother where the 6 thought currents developed, from which many religions are born. That is why again and again I insist, the Vedic tradition or Hinduism cannot be framed into a small frame called religion. It is too small frame. Because I am teaching now, if you try to put me into the frame of a teacher, what can I do? The Vedic tradition cannot be put under that small frame of religion, because each religion is just one set of lifestyle. The Vedic tradition, the Upanishadic lifestyle gave birth to 6 thought trends, liberated thinking trends, which in turn gave birth to tons and tons of sampradayas, orders, traditions, religions. Upanishads are too vast to be framed under one religion. People who write the religious history, the religious historians have done a big mistake putting the Upanishads into a small frame of religion. It is a source of all the best thought trends, the liberated thinking currents. The way of existing, the way of living, the way of existing, the way of living. With such variety of choices, possibilities, expressed in the Upanishads. Understand, choice proves the depth, not confusion. A single religious people, mono-religious people always try to abuse the Vedic tradition as a confused religion. I tell you, choice shows the depth, not the confusion. When you go to a Pizza Hut, if you see choice of the varieties, you will call the owner is confused? No. Owner is brilliant. That is why he is able to provide choices, varieties. Vedamata again and again and again, I rededicate my life to Vedamata whenever I remember her glory, the way she is standing for humanity, the contribution she has done to human consciousness. Anything you see in the world now which you can appreciate, celebrate, is from Vedamata. It is from her. It's her gift to humanity. Whether it is a mathematics, astrology, astronomy, anatomy, whatever words you use, all the thought currents, thought trends, anything best you see, good you see, here is her gift, the Vedamata's gift. The thought trends developed from the Upanishads, gift of that thought trend. Upanishads are kept as the highest books in Vedic tradition. I try to name all the sacred books of Hinduism, and then I understood very soon that I have entered into a very stupid venture. It's overwhelming. The names I could collect started running around 200,000. And it started going beyond, and then I said, Vedamata, I bow down to you. Forgive my stupidity to measure the depth of you. It is like a salt doll trying to go and measure the depth of the Pacific Ocean. So in the sacred literature of the Vedic tradition, Upanishads are kept as a topmost. Non-controversially, all sampradayas, all 6 liberated thinking trends, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Uttaramimamsa, Purvamimamsa, all the 6 liberated thinking trends accept Upanishads as the ultimate book, first and foremost book. The religious historians have done a big mistake of classifying the Upanishads into one frame of a religion and pushing it on Vedic tradition or on Hinduism in the modern day as it is described. I wanted to make it very clear. If I classify Upanishads as books belong to one religion, I feel I may disrespect the glory and possibility of the Upanishads. So I don't want to do that mistake. First of all, I cannot classify Upanishads. If at all I have to, if I am forced to, I may classify them as source of all the liberated thinking trends, source of all the lifestyle which evolves human beings to the higher levels. As the Upanishads are the source of all the liberated thinking trends which evolves the human beings, obviously Upanishads are our first and foremost sacred texts even for our sampradaya. Understand irrevocably, clearly, I declare with all my integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching and causing, for the Nithyananda Sampradaya, the Upanishads are the first and foremost sacred textbooks. Sacred texts. Anybody who accepts me as Guru or your Ishta, whatever way, as a teacher or whatever way you accept me, you should know very clearly Upanishads are the first and foremost sacred texts based on which your lifestyle should be aligned. Upanishads should be read, reread, understood, realized, lived, radiated and worshipped. Worshipped. Upanishads are the purest, the pristine, pure truths. Upanishads are existence introducing itself to itself, existence celebrating itself to itself, existence showing itself how to become itself. Formally, officially, today on this auspicious day, beginning of the Brahmotsavam, first day of the Nithyananda Brahmotsavam, I formally, officially declare Upanishads as the first and foremost sacred text for Nithyananda Sampradaya. Upanishads should be read, reread, 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 understood, digested, lived, should be radiated, spread, and ultimately should be worshipped in our sampradaya and our sangha. This should be the basic book, first and foremost sacred text for all our followers and for our ashrams, temples, Balavidyalayas, Gurukuls, schools, colleges, for all our sangha. First and foremost book anyone should read and digest and understand is Upanishads. Each verse in each Upanishad gave birth to liberated thinking trends which liberated tons of human beings. So I can't measure the amount of goodness spread by Upanishads. The amount of goodness spread by Upanishads. I'll continue to expand on Upanishads in this Living Advaita series of satsangs, Nitya satsangs. With this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing living Advaita and eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Dhwanapeetham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.